Good evening, everybody. It is meteorologist and weather forecast, and welcome back to the update, guys. So, guys, this is going to be an update on the severe weather for many areas of the northern Midwest areas for Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, even some areas all the way to the northeast. We can actually see a slight chance for severe weather. So guys, before we get to this video, be sure to like this video, get it to 15 likes. If you like this video, that will let me know that you guys like these videos, and I'll do more of them whenever I have the chance and whenever these occur. Also, be sure to share this channel for any friends and family that you think that will enjoy this channel, or you think that could maybe need this channel for any news they want. Also, be sure to subscribe for the daily updates if you have not already done so, and be sure to hit the notification bell so you get notified every single time I do an upload. But if you guys want to know if you guys will be impacted, if you are on a moderate chance or anything, even if you want to know the timing of the storms, that'll all come right up. Alright guys, so as you can tell, we're going to be looking at the National Weather Service, and it's we have a quite messy out here. We have a lot of updates though. So we do actually have some tornado watches in effect for the Wisconsin area and for Minnesota there. We actually do have a tornado warning in effect for this area in Minnesota, and some severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for all this is just north of Minneapolis, and then we do have severe thunderstorm watches in effect for the Pennsylvania area in the northern part there, and then the rest of it we have these heat advisories again in the orange color. We do have these heat advisories, and then we do have again these excessive heat warnings for the East Coast and for these areas of the plains. Let's actually quickly take a look, see if we can look in this specific area where we actually have these tornado warnings near the Twin Cities. So if you are any in these areas, guys, that's where we had this tornado right here, just north of St. Cloud. And then again, we had tornado warnings in effect for Rice Lake, Wisconsin. And again, we are having very, very strong storms out there for the next couple hours, and it's going to be very, very dangerous out there. So now we are going to be looking at the day one outlook. So this is actually mainly for tonight. These storms will mainly occur later tonight. We're going to be looking at the marginal first. The marginal stretches all the way from Wyoming all the way to the areas of Maine. So we actually have a population of, let me actually move this, a population of 15 million people there, from Toledo, Ohio, Madison, Wisconsin, Akron, Ohio, Allentown, Pennsylvania, and Albany, New York. And then in the slight chance, that's where we actually could experience some more severe weather throughout. A bigger chance there. That's going to be effect for the areas of the northern plains, Midwest, all the way to the northeast. So if you're in a slight chance, you could experience some severe storms though. So we have a population of about 17 million people in effect for this slight chance. We actually have Detroit, Michigan, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Cleveland, Ohio, Buffalo, New York, and Rochester, New York. We have huge cities in the areas of the slight chance. We also have Peoria, I believe, Wisconsin or South Dakota. Now we actually reach up to an enhanced risk, guys. That is actually where we really going to have these very, very strong storms, guys. I can't believe we actually have a moderate chance, but we are going to have an enhanced risk for many big areas that don't usually have an enhanced risk, like northern Wisconsin and the northern Michigan area. You usually don't get used to this really, but we actually have up to an enhanced risk. So that's where you got to worry about some storms. Start watching your TV area, because we actually have a very, very high chance for getting tornadoes. So if you look in the enhanced risk, we have a population of about only 4 million people there from Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Bloomington, Minnesota, and Plymouth, Minnesota too. So that was that. And then also we do have the moderate risk. That is actually where we could have the worst storms today, possibly the worst storms of the week. We had a very, very strong storm. If you are in this moderate risk, that means you are having the highest chance for severe storms, the highest chance for tornadoes to be produced, and the highest chance for hail and winds. So you do not want to be in there right now. Just make sure you have your bunker ready and all that. We have a population of about a million or 1,500,000 people there. We have Eau Claire, Wisconsin, St. Cloud, Minnesota, Blaine, Minnesota, and Wausau, Wisconsin, and Andover, Minnesota. Wausau, Wisconsin there. So again, we are going to have actually a humongous tornado threat. I've never seen it higher than 10%. We actually do now have a 2% chance for the Detroit area, and also for the Erie, Pennsylvania area. And then we actually do have a 5% chance there for Minneapolis and for the Green Bay area. And we actually reach up to a 10% chance, which is for Minneapolis, also parts of Wisconsin and Green Bay, And guys, we actually have the 15% chance. That's incredibly high. That's a very, very high chance for tornadoes. So we do have that 15% chance for St. Cloud, Minnesota, Elk River, Minnesota, Forest Lake, Minnesota, Ham Lake, Minnesota, and Sartell, Minnesota. So a lot of those areas are just in Minnesota. Very good chance for tornadoes there. The hail threat is even higher. Almost a 50% chance. I've actually never seen it this high before. So we actually do have a 5% chance for the Toledo over in the Madison all the way to the Albany, New York area. And then let's go all the way to the 30% chance. We have a 30% chance out here for the Minneapolis area, for the St. Paul, Bloomington, Minnesota, Plymouth, Minnesota, and Appleton, Wisconsin there. And even from the northern part of Michigan. And if you guys are in this 45% chance, that means you have the highest chance for very, very large hail. We have Green Bay, Wisconsin, Eau Claire, Wisconsin, Washoe, Wisconsin, Andover, Minnesota, and Stevens Point, Wisconsin, guys. So that is very, very high chance. It's just incredibly high. And then the hail, this is for wind threat, sorry. And then the hail threat's actually even very high, too. 30% chance is not that bad out there for the Minneapolis area. That was today. Not for tomorrow. We do have a slight chance in effect for some areas of Madison, Milwaukee, Des Moines, and Muskegon area of Michigan. So again, we could possibly have maybe some more development there. So if we go later tonight, we will be seeing those strong storms start to develop here for parts of the lake area, and we will be seeing very strong storms start to form up just north of Minneapolis. Minneapolis will be getting these rain showers. Oh boy, it's going to get even worse. Huge band develops really fast heading towards Green Bay, central parts of Wisconsin, Minneapolis. And look at this huge band we actually have out here for the Ohio area. We have multiple areas that have severe weather there. And guys, look at all these storms. Very, very strong storms for the Illinois area. Very, very strong storms for South Dakota here, especially south central South Dakota. And then we'll be seeing some more storms for Detroit and the Cleveland, Ohio area. Could see some showers. We go more into early tomorrow, or tomorrow we will be seeing very strong storms for the Ohio Valley area, and potentially towards the Central Plains. We could be seeing some more severe weather. I do not believe this is tomorrow. No, this is not tomorrow. This is the 21st. We could be seeing some strong storms in the plains, and then that could be in the next forecast, guys. So that was really, really quick on the radar. Nothing big really after today. But we're going to be looking at the Northeast now. Northeast can get some very scattered storms for a long time now. We're going to have very strong storms for the Rochester area of New York. For the Buffalo area, going to be very, very strong storms. And then for the northern part of Pennsylvania, southern part of New York, we actually could see some strong rain bands there. We will having this band develop later into earlier tomorrow. I believe earlier tomorrow we'll be seeing these storms affecting Cleveland and Erie, Pennsylvania. Very strong storms there. That will start to fall apart there. And then by the 21st, we will be seeing, the second band heading towards Ohio and parts of Ohio. Towards Ohio and then parts of Kentucky. And then we could have some, just again, those scattered rain showers that we always see in the summer out here for the Northeast. Now we're going to be looking at the Cape values. So let me zoom in just a little bit. So Des Moines is going to be at 4,000 or 4,900. Minneapolis is going to be at 4,300. We actually have mid 5,000s, and then we do have actually some very high numbers to Milwaukee and Chicago. Let's go all the way to tonight at 11. Tonight at 11, these Cape values start to go in a little bands, like all the way from Nebraska to northern or the areas of Wisconsin, 5,000, 5,300. We're actually going to get up to 5,600 there. And then we will be seeing some other high, possibly some okay numbers here, some 2,000s out there into the parts of the Northeast, as they will be getting some storms too and some energy too. As we go down to tomorrow, it's going to bring in some more high numbers for the Northeast now. You don't really see Northeast numbers here like this. Detroit's at 4,000, but look at just south, 4,800. Fort Wayne, Madison's going to be at 5,400. These numbers are going to be moving into the New York areas at 3,900, Rochester 4,000 there, Toronto 4,600, and London 4,800 there. 11 o'clock tomorrow does die down a little bit, brings in some higher number or some mid 2,000, 3,000 out there for the Northeast, and it starts to calm down a little bit for the Lincoln area, for the St. Louis, and then by Sunday it should be a bit better. We will again seeing some not okay numbers because they're not high or low. Some average 3,000s. We could see some 4,000s, which is somewhat high. And then by the 21st, we will be seeing these strong storms for the central plains out here. So that'll be bringing some higher 4,000s for the Kansas City area, and then it should get better. Let's go all the way to Monday, and then by Monday it should be better. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick upload. I know it wasn't extremely long, but guys, this was just a quick video on the storms, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye.